Welcome to the tip channel. That is perfection. Today we are going to prepare a live edge countertop for a bath project that we're doing. This is a piece of walnut and it is absolutely knock dead gorgeous. My client chose this for the bathroom, and no, I did not manufacture this countertop. It's sort of out of my realm of things. This was manufactured by a gentleman named Kelly Brown's Wood Products, and this gentleman is a craftsman. Definitely perfection. Anyways, our issue is that the client has chosen this rustic type of sink bowl. And you can see that my problem is that if I just set this on the countertop, it's not setting on their level. What we have is a couple of different scenarios. First of all, the bottom of this pan is convex, meaning that it tapers towards the drain. So this area is not flat either. The drain itself, again, sticks down even further to allow for the toe flipper. What I've done is I've set a straight edge up, and I'm going to actually start my routering at about 1 inch in, so you don't see my router cut. At 1 inch, that drain is setting about 7/16 of an inch lower than this pan. But you can also see that as it goes in, the convex of this pan actually does about 1/4 of an inch. You can see at the drain location, that's a piece of 1/4. So what we're looking at is we're going to need to router down in approximately about 1/4 of an inch over to the drain location. And then once we hit the drain location, we need to drop down to about 7/16 of an inch. So we're going to get started on this project. Now, we are dealing with a $1,000 piece of countertop. So I don't want to just jump right in and start routing on it. So I've chosen instead to make a template. Now, what we're looking at is that the bottom of the bowl measures 9.5 inches. And I want a 1 inch overhang all the way around. So this line you see right here allows me for a 1 inch overhang. Now, if I find that it doesn't set as good as I want and I want to increase that, I've went ahead and put a second line that I could cut wider if need be, and that will allow me to go a little further down in. The center line you're seeing here is actually for the drain. The drain's measuring about 2 3/8, so I'm going 2 7/8 on that to allow 1/4 inch play all around the center of that drain. That's the area that I'll go down 7/16 of an inch. This is the area here, which I'll do 1/4 of an inch. Now, I've got the overall dimension of the bowl. That's the outer rim of it, which measures about 15 inches. The spout, what I'm looking at is I'd like to have about a 1 inch clearance from the edge of the bowl to the start of the spout. And the spout measures 2 inches on the bottom portion of it. So I'm 2 inches off of the line, which should place the faucet in just the right dimension. Now, the client's chosen that instead of putting the faucet in the rear, she wants it on a 45-degree angle out, which I think will look very attractive. So that's what this dimension here is. At this point, I've drilled my faucet hole and I've drilled for my toe tapper drain. I've cut out the circle for the drain, and I'm going to use a brass bushing on my router, follow this template, and gradually go down till I reach the dimension that I'm after. So we completed our drain hole, and the next step is naturally to route out for the convex of the sink bowl. And I've taken and cut my cutout in half, if you will, just so my router has something nice and flat to ride on and I don't dip down. Okay, we have finished the final routering on our piece. The last thing to do is to dry fit and see how it works. Oh my, that's just beautiful. All right, next step. We're going to go ahead and put some sealer on here. just in case we ever have a issue with water coming underneath of the bowl. And then I'm also going to do a bead of silicone around this edge and also where it drops down in to stop any water that may get underneath of the bowl. Now, I had planned on just using an epoxy to set the bowl in and the silicone, but I reached out to a friend of mine. Mario and I have been friends for about 40 years, and he has his own cabinet shop as well. And he said, Dawn, he said, use the toe tapper drain to hold that sink into place. And absolutely makes so much sense. Between the silicone and the toe tapper drain, that thing is not going anywhere. All right, we are just about ready to set this bowl. Now, Kelly Brown put 5 coats on the top of this top. He put 2 coats on the underside of this top. This boy's got a ton of work into this countertop, man. We want to keep it that way. I put a silver coat on this, 2 top coats, and now I put a thin layer of silicone down all over my routing and did naturally a bead around to stop anything from going underneath of the sink. So now we're actually ready to set this sink into place. So, how did the countertop turn out? This is the tip channel. That is perfection. What? It ain't cocky when you back it up. I hope you found this informative. If you did, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.